Hey everyone, it is a Saturday today and I thought I would film a little vlog today. I've just made myself a coffee. It's actually almost 1 o'clock and I really feel like I'm crashing already. I've had a fairly productive morning. I was actually out the house by like 10 past 8, I want to say, 8:30, which I feel like for a Saturday is pretty good. I am expecting a delivery this morning between 10:15 and 2:45. It's not arrived yet, which is just like the classic delivery time slots when they give you a 5-hour window and then they don't come until like the last second. So I wanted to get a walk in and shower and everything before 10:15 just in case. So I went for a little walk, I came back, I did a bit of a workout, another one of MK Fit's like dance hit workouts because they're my fave. Jumped in the shower, washed my hair, got dressed, got ready, literally within like, I think from getting into the shower to being dressed was like 10 minutes, which I feel like for hair wash day is pretty impressive. And then the postman didn't arrive, so I've just been hanging about. I got ready, I've cleaned my flat, which is nice, and now I am just waiting around because I really want to pop into town and I can't do that until the postman arrives. So I'm hoping it's relatively soon. I don't have a huge amount planned for today, but I do want to go into town. I have to go to the library, which is such like an old concept to me, if that makes any sense. Like, I'd completely forgotten that libraries were even a thing, and the fact that you can just get out books for free is just, I know it sounds stupid, but it's pretty mind-blowing. So I've been utilising the library recently. I am really on a book hype at the moment. So I've got a couple of books to return that actually their like due date is today. So I've got to get there before it closes. Got to get some food for the week, although I think I'm just going to do a small shop and then get an online delivery later this week. I've been putting off getting an online order for so long. I think for the last like 6 weeks I've said like, oh, this week I'll get an online order, and then I just haven't, and I've picked up bits in town. But I am needing some like heavier items, so I think I might just have to bite the bullet and do that this week. So I'll just pick up a few little bits, I reckon, food wise. I also am going to try the new Starbucks pink drink, I'm hoping, because that looks pretty exciting and I want to treat myself to something while I'm in town. But then otherwise I've got a relatively chill day planned. I am in the process of making some sourdough bread, so I'll share that with you guys. I'm very much a noob to it, so it could be pretty awful, but we'll see. But yeah, otherwise I'm going to sit here, drink my coffee, wait for the delivery man, and then when my parcel arrives I will show you guys what I picked up. It is literally 1:46. Could they be any more annoying with the delivery of that? Like, my time frame was 9:46 to 1:46 and they were literally 30 seconds before the end of that delivery slot. So can't even moan that they were late, but I'm so glad I now have my package. I am literally out of breath from just running down the stairs, but I did an order with Myprotein and I've got a couple of bits that I'm very excited about. Honestly, I just went on there to buy one thing that I wanted to try, and then they swept me in with like a 60% off, I think it was, sale that they had going on, plus an additional 25% off some things or something like that. So bought more than I was planning on buying. I mean, I still haven't bought a huge amount, but I thought I would share it with you guys. The first thing being these hemp seeds. So this is what I actually wanted to pick up because I've just been seeing them a lot recently and for some reason decided that I need them in my life. I don't think they're particularly exciting, but they are high in protein. I feel like it's like a classic vegan thing to own. I'm really getting into porridge at the moment, which is a weird thing to get into, but I feel like I go through phases with it, and I am in a bit of a porridge phase at the moment, although I tend to have it for lunch, which I feel like some people might find weird. But porridge with like protein powder, peanut butter, loads of maple syrup, that's my kind of vibe. So I thought I could sprinkle some of these on the top. Also for the porridge slash just for everything, I've got a huge kilogram tub of crunchy peanut butter. I always have these like huge tubs of peanut butter and cashew nut butter because it just works out so much cheaper, and I know that I'm going to get through it eventually, so I might as well get a big tub. I think in the end this was maybe like £3 or £4 for literally a kilogram, and the only ingredient in this is peanuts. So I'm excited to give this a try. I've not actually tried the Myprotein peanut butter before, I don't think. I'm pretty sure I used to get their cashew nut butter back in the day, but I haven't tried the peanut one. So I mean, I feel like you can't go wrong with peanut butter, especially if it's just 100% peanuts, so I'm sure I will get through that. I then got a couple of like actual protein things. So the first one is this clear vegan protein. This is in the pineapple and grapefruit flavour. I have the elderflower and apple one of these, and I quite like it. I'm not like obsessed with it, it's okay, but when I ordered that one, I ordered like a sample size of this flavour, and this flavour was like insanely good. It's essentially like squash. It just tastes like you're drinking squash, but you do have protein in it. I don't know how much it is. It's definitely not as much as like a normal protein powder, I don't think. So it's like 10 grams of protein per serving, which I'm not like really into the gym. I mean, I don't go to the gym at all. I'm not really into exercise. I'm not obsessed with protein, but I just figured if you're gonna have a glass of squash anyway, you might as well have one that also gives you a little bit of protein. I know that everyone says vegans don't get enough protein. I have tracked my protein intake in the past and I kind of don't have any concerns there, but for days I am exercising a little bit more, and in general, if I just fancy a fruity drink, this tastes really great, so any like additional benefits is just a plus. I'm pretty sure this also has added like B12 and other things, so again, I'm getting some vitamins in, I'm getting some protein in, and I'm essentially just drinking a glass of squash. So I figured I would buy like the proper big portion of this one. And then like last time when I ordered the elderflower and apple one and I got the pineapple one as a sample, I figured I'd also pick up another sample this time. Originally, I did put all of the flavours that I hadn't tried as samples in there, and then I was like, I don't need it. I need to chill out. So I just went for the strawberry in the end. I'm assuming it's gonna taste like strawberry squash, we will see. So I will give that a go at some point. And then the last thing that I picked up was actually a protein shaker, which is not something that I own. And I've really been struggling to make the clear protein just in a glass because it just gets everywhere. I'm like trying to stir it with a spoon, it's lumpy, it's just not a vibe. So I thought I would invest in a protein shaker. I feel like I'm just not the kind of person to use a protein shaker. Like, I'm so far from being a gym person, but this is a cute little My Vegan one. It's green. I just went for the cheapest option on the website, and I think this ended up being like £4 as well with the discounts. So when I try my clear protein later, I will try it in this, and I'm sure the experience is going to be a whole lot easier. I tried to use an old water bottle one time when I was doing the clear protein, and that is now like real manky, and I'm gonna just have to bin it because yeah, it wasn't great. But that is everything I picked up from Myprotein, and I can officially leave my flat. Hallelujah. It's actually a nice day outside today. It's been a bit of a miserable week with rain after like the most glorious weather last week, so I'm gonna get my stuff together and I am gonna head into town. I am literally melting. I am so warm. Don't know why I thought I needed a jumper, and then I was carrying back my shopping. I picked up a Starbucks, like my hands were full and my bag was really heavy, and I'm back and I'm so warm. But I did pick up the pink drink from Starbucks and I have refrained from trying it the whole walk home. I mean, to be fair, my hands were pretty full, so it would have been difficult drinking it, but I've literally seen this all over social media. You can only order it on the app at the moment, although I feel like by the time this video is out, you can probably order it in store. So that was like a whole other kerfuffle. I was outside like ordering the drink while Starbucks was right there. So it was a little bit of a pain, but I've got it and it actually smells amazing. I could smell it as I was walking home. So it is pink strawberry coconut refresher. In terms of the ingredients, I think it's like the strawberry refresher mixed with coconut milk. I'm pretty sure it's literally as simple as that. Although I thought maybe it had acai in, but maybe that was another drink. Let me just get it up on the app. Oh yeah, so it's strawberry acai refresher, which is strawberry with creamy coconut milk, a fruity and refreshing sip. So I've seen this all over social media, figured I ought to give it a go. It happens to be accidentally vegan because obviously it uses coconut milk, and I couldn't see anything else in the ingredients that would make it not vegan. It looks like it's got fresh strawberries in it as well, so I am going to give it a taste. That was weird having like a lump of soggy strawberry, but that is very refreshing. I feel like this is exactly what my body needed. It's cold, like super cold, really like juicy in a weird way. It kind of just tastes like strawberry milk. Like, it doesn't taste like anything revolutionary. Almost giving me Nesquik vibes if you made strawberry Nesquik with coconut milk, because it does have a hint of coconut. Yeah, I really like that. I would give that a solid 8 out of 10. I don't know if I would buy it again unless I was really in the mood for something like this, because it was almost £4 for a tall. I saw Grackle try this for the first time in one of her vlogs recently and she hated it. She was like, no, can't drink that. Which I'm definitely not getting that vibe at all. I don't know if she maybe got like a bad one. Yeah, I mean, it's not revolutionary, but it's good. I'm gonna drink this, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm probably gonna drink it in like 3 seconds because I'm so hot and thirsty and that is calling me right down. I thought I would also quickly show you guys what I picked up food wise. I stupidly didn't bring, I have like a, I can't be bothered to pick it up, but I have like a hefty rucksack that I normally bring with me to the supermarket because I can fit so much shopping in there. I mean, carrying it is hell because it's like God knows how many kilos, but it's got like proper comfortable straps, so it doesn't feel too bad. This time round, I only brought like my normal rucksack with me, which was a rookie error. I didn't think I was going to pick up that much, and I didn't pick up that much. This is literally like £6 worth of shopping, but I couldn't fit it all in here, so I had to buy a bag as well. And also this just felt so much worse carrying this back on my back because the straps and everything are just not designed for, well, a whole bunch of heavy food items. So gonna whiz through this. I got some tomato puree, a staple. The one that I've had in my fridge is like disgustingly old, so I thought I'd pick up a new one. Got the staples, cheap pasta, spaghetti and penne. I think these are like 20 and 30p. Some soy milk. This is why I need to do an online delivery, because it's just not fun picking these up from the supermarket, and the Tesco one is my favourite, but I only have oat milk at the moment and that is not like my favourite in hot drinks like cups of tea, so grabbed a soy milk. Got some baking potatoes for some jacket potatoes this week and some homemade chips. A can of baked beans, again for the jacket potatoes. Honestly, I don't know why I picked all of the heavy items to go in my rucksack, because no wonder it absolutely killed my back. And then in my other bag, I got some scrubbing brushes from Poundland. This is for my like sourdough proving bowl thing, which I'll show you guys a little bit later when I make the sourdough. Essentially, apparently you use these to like brush the old flour out of it, so I grabbed those. Also, I was going to get the one in Asda, which was literally £3 for one. Poundland literally next door had 2 for £1. So definitely don't get your scrubbing brushes from Asda because they are expensive. I got my staples, the Sesame Bagels. These will go in my freezer and they're my absolute faves. Treated myself to some bougie garlic bread. This is the garlic and parsley ciabatta breadsticks. It's really good, but it is a little bit more bougie. I can't seem to find Asda's cheap, accidentally vegan garlic bread anymore. I don't know if it's just my one that stopped selling it. They do the one that's in the fridge, but that one has milk powder in. But the one that they used to sell in the freezer section for like 30p for 2 baguettes, I have not been able to find for months, which is so sad because that was always such a bargain. I got some pita breads, again, just to keep in my freezer. I actually picked these up to make my own homemade garlic bread with, and then I've just realised I also picked these up, so it doesn't really matter. These keep forever. I'll have them for lunches and things as well. And then finally, a little bit of health. I've got some satsumas and I've also got some peppers. I do still have like a bunch of stuff in my fridge, hence why this is like a very minimal shop, just to keep me going for a few days until I finally, hopefully, do that online delivery if I don't put it off for yet another week. But that is everything I picked up. I'm going to put that away. I'm going to enjoy my drink. And then I need to make my sourdough because that is finally ready to make, I think. Honestly, I knew sourdough making was a process. I didn't understand quite how long that process was. Like, I didn't realise how many hours you have to think in advance for when you want bread. So started this, well, technically started this like a week ago. Started the production sourdough yesterday evening. So that should be ready now. And then the bread will need to proof for like another 8 hours or something. So I'll bake it this evening, ready to eat tomorrow morning. That's what I'm hoping, if all goes to plan. It is time for the sourdough. So this is what my production starter is looking like. No idea if that's what it's meant to look like. I have this kit that my mum got me from Bread Matters. So I did all of this last week to make the starter sourdough, I think it is. I'm like a real noob at this, so if any of you guys are sourdough experts, please give me all of the advice. But yeah, I made this. This is what my starter was like. I thought I hadn't done it right. I thought I'd killed it because nothing happened, so I literally just left it on the side for a couple of days. Went to bin it and then noticed that the jar was like about to explode because it had like started doing its thing, whatever that is, fermenting. It had a bunch of bubbles in it, so I was like, okay, great, think it's worked. So I popped it in the fridge until yesterday evening when I followed the instructions to make it into the production sourdough. I've now left it for, I think, like maybe 16 or 18 hours or so, and now I'm going to make the dough. So I've got rye flour, so I'm following the rye flour instructions, and we're going to see how it goes. I have to let it prove for another like 2 to 8 hours, so it's definitely a long process. This is the like proving bowl I mentioned earlier. You can see it's got like the old flour in it that I need to brush out, but it makes it look all professional because you get like the pattern on the outside. So gonna mix this with some flour, gonna follow the instructions. I don't have another mixing bowl, so I'm gonna have to mix it in here and hope for the best. We'll put it in here to prove and then check in on it again this evening. Managed to transfer back into the mixing bowl because that was not working in that other bowl. I have followed the recipe and this is what it's looking like, and somehow I just feel like this must be too wet. Like, how am I meant to shape this into a dough shape when it's literally the consistency of porridge? So I think I'm going to mix in a little bit more flour. Honestly, please let me know if any of you guys are good bread makers. Might be making a mistake here by adding more flour, but I just don't know how I'm going to do anything with this mixture otherwise. So gonna add a little bit more flour and then see what it looks like. Dough is looking slightly better. I mean, it's still very wet. I am just rolling with it. I'm gonna hope for the best. I've got this little like cloth thing to put on the top. Think I might just shove it in the microwave, obviously not with the microwave on because I think that's gonna be the warmest place in my kitchen, and I'll just check in on it later and just see what's happening because I really don't know what this is meant to look like. It has just gone 7, so I'm about to start making some dinner. I've spent the last couple of hours editing a video, but mostly watching some documentaries on YouTube. I feel like I'm really late to the Stacey Dooley hype, but yesterday I binge watched a bunch of her like sleepover series. Today I found I think it's the first series that she did where there was like a bunch of them that went to India. So I watched a couple of episodes of that this evening as well. Gonna start making dinner and then I think I'm gonna watch a few more of those because I'm just really hooked on the Stacey Dooley at the moment. I have no idea why. So for dinner this evening I am going to be making the like vodka pasta recipe that was on TikTok a little while ago, or my take on it. I'm not actually using vodka because I don't have any vodka in my house right now, but essentially it's like a creamy tomato garlic pasta sauce, spicy pasta sauce. Made it a few times, it's so good. So I want like the biggest bowl of that and some of that garlic bread for dinner this evening because it's a Saturday and I feel like my body right now just wants as much carbs as possible. So that is what I'm going to be having. Gonna start making it now. I'll show you guys kind of how I make it, and then I'm gonna have a really chill evening. I'm gonna watch some more documentaries, but first I'm gonna start with dinner. Got my pasta boiling away in some salted water, and then I'm frying off a little garlic in some olive oil. I mean, I say a little, I feel like that looks like a lot, but I'm a big garlic fan. So once that's softened slightly, I'm gonna add in some tomato puree, cook that down a little bit, then I will add the cream, the chili flakes, and season with salt and pepper. Have you ever seen something quite so glorious? Honestly, I am so ready for this. It smells so strong of garlic. I'm gonna stink tomorrow, but I literally don't care. I am very excited for this. Honestly, literal perfection. It is officially time to cook the bread. Now, honestly, I feel like I could probably leave this to prove longer, but it's just gone 9:30 and I really can't stay up that much longer. So I think this is going to take an hour or so to cook. I've got the oven on 230. This says to cook it for 10 to 15 minutes on that and then turn it down to 200. No idea if this is a large or a small loaf, so we're just going to wing it and see how it goes. I'm really hoping it hasn't stuck to the proving basket, so I'm literally just going to empty it out onto that tray, slice the top with the little like slicer thing that I've got, and then pop it in the oven and hope for the best. I feel like that definitely looked too floury, but I will show you guys what it looks like when it comes out. Touch wood, it's edible, because otherwise I've wasted literally 2 days of my life making that. And like I've said literally multiple times in this video, if you have any sourdough recommendations, please let me know, because this is something I want to be able to do, something I want to get better at, and at the moment I just don't think I've got the knack. So I'll show you guys the bread when it comes out, and then I'm going to go to bed, I think, because honestly I am shattered. I've done like 12,000 steps today and I don't even really know how. I feel like when you're just like pottering around the house, cleaning and things, you do far more steps than you realise. So yeah, I've got like an hour to wait collectively until that bread's done, and then I am going to go to sleep. Bread is out of the oven. There is literally so much excess flour. I've just spent the last couple of minutes like scraping off the bread because it was really caked on there. So I know for next time not to put so much flour in the proving bowl. Otherwise, I don't think it looks too awful. I mean, I think it definitely could look worse. Definitely could look better, but I mean, for a first attempt, I don't think it's too bad. I guess the true test will be tomorrow when I taste it, but at the moment I'm not too disappointed with this. Just thought I would quickly insert this clip because it's now the next day and I've sliced into the bread. It is definitely a little bit of a fail. Honestly, I don't know what this means went wrong. I think it might be underproved and also underbaked. It's like really gummy. I'm still eating it because I don't want to waste it, so I'm hoping it's not going to make me ill, but it tastes really great. The flavour is really good. It's just the texture that's completely off, so any advice, definitely appreciated. I am about to take my makeup off, get in bed and read my book for a little bit, so I'm going to end this video here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.